No jumper, biggest problem. What up, YouTube? I got another reaction video. Today we're going to be breaking down no jumper, biggest problem as a podcast. We're talking about comprehension. We're talking about the ability to listen and digest on a video, a topic. This is what we're diving into today. No jumper has recently did the news where they were talking about Vlad going off on Adin Ross for canceling his stream with Boosie. And I'm going to explain while watching why they just did not comprehend what was happening at all. And they decided to discuss upon them not understanding what was going on. Let's break it down.
Now, can you go back to it really quick? You know, sometimes I need a second with things. Adin Ross is Jewish.
Correct.
And he canceled his stream with Boosie because Adin Ross is loyal to Charleston White,
who said the Holocaust was capped.
And Charleston White's a snitch.
and he also said that he loves Hitler.
Which
Okay,
is what
got
the
it, got the
tweet
story.
says, but it's incorrect. Which they want to
go.
watch
I'm
the
lost.
video.
So,
I shall explain how
so
they
Adin
did not
Ross, who is
comprehend.
Jewish, canceled his live stream with Boosie
Yep.
because of his loyalty to Charleston White.
Yep.
This is after Charleston White said he loves Hitler and Holocaust was fake. Adin Ross is lame as fuck for this. Fuck Adin Ross.
My last question is Vlad Jewish?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why he's taking offense to this, because you signed with somebody who said who loves Hitler. And okay, all right, got you.
Yeah. Oh,
And cancel live stream with my
He accepts his friends for who he is.
business partner, business
Why even book
associate,
it to cancel it? Why not just not work with him from the beginning?
That makes
Let's watch
sense,
the
but
clip.
that's not what
Let's
happened.
watch the clip
What
so we
happened
can unpack
was-
this a little
you
bit.
will explain.
See what we got.
No disrespect to Boozy. I just said I would only do the stream if Charleston was allowed because out of respect for Charleston guys, you guys know like I'm loyal to like Unc, Charleston White. And basically he was just like I wasn't trying to have Charleston on stream with me. You know, that was that, and I just basically canceled because of that. It's no disrespect. I told Charleston out of respect for him I would only do it with Charleston. So that's that. Because again, chat, Charleston White, he gets hit up all the time by every streamer. He says no to all of them, and I just like I want to give that loyalty back. That's all. So that's just it, bro. That's it.
So
I have a
Boosie
chemistry
don't
built
fuck
with
with
Charleston.
Charleston White.
I get it.
Charleston White don't fuck with Boosie.
Right.
Adin Ross fucks with Charleston White, so he feels like fuck that. I'm gonna just cancel the stream.
Can I go real quick? Josh, remember the other day
That's not what happened at all. That's not what happened. I'll let them keep talking, but that's not
we
what
were talking about on the news last week, actually. We were talking about, it was a clip of Nadeska from Rap Life Review, formerly Complex. She said that Kai Cenat and Adin Ross were not journalists. This is proof of that. This is why you're not simply, but you're just a streamer. A journalist will not show that type of bias. So I interviewed Ralphie the Plug not too long ago, and that interview just dropped.
They're not completely understanding what's happening here. Okay, so I'll break it down as if Adin Ross says, I'm gonna do a pod or a stream with you, but Charleston White has to be there with me. And you as the guest say, I'm only doing your stream if the person you decide that's gonna be next to you can't be there. The guest is trying to control the business that he's being a guest of. That's the same as if someone was to say, I'll only do a Breakfast Club interview if Charlemagne the God won't be there. He can't come to work that day. That's not happening. You don't get to control the playing field of where you're visiting as a guest.
listening to AZ Chike's new album in the studio last night. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to interview him next week. I'm going to sit down with artists that he may not get along with. You get what I'm saying? Because you can't have that type of bias as a journalist. And I feel like that's what separates journalists from streamers in a way. It's like, it's not just about hanging out with people I fuck with or who I'm cool with.
It's kind of weird where you're taking this conversation of journalists or not, because it's simply not that. It's simply, as a guest, you don't control the stipulations of who's having you on their podcast. If you can't agree to their co-host, then you don't do it. which I believe Adin Ross probably worded it wrong, where he said he canceled it. No, technically Boosie canceled once he said he'd only do it if Charleston White wasn't there, which that's a stipulation of Adin Ross saying, I'm only going to do it if Charleston White is there. So Boosie is canceling once he says the counterpart to what he said is his stipulation. Does that make sense?
Or have relationships with. As a journalist, it's about getting to the story, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like
Correct.
it's I don't want to say it's unprofessional, but it's just proof that he's not a journalist, because you're not going to interview with Boosie because you have a relationship with Charleston White.
That's a good point.
It'd be like,
No. Again, just to clarify here, Boosie will not go to the Adin Ross stream unless Charleston White's not there. You don't control the playing field as a guest. I'm going to keep saying that.
I would have
That's that's streaming.
And
That's not
anybody
journalism.
around
He definitely
you would
shows up.
understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you do, man.
Yeah.
This shit's a business,
It's a
bro.
business, a trade. This is yeah.
And I got viewers to feed. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
that
saying? I
don't
got to
care
keep
about that.
bringing content. Yeah, so it shouldn't matter at that point. I agree, 100%.
It's a difference between journalists and streamers, and it
I kinda,
just
I believe that's the difference of being like quote unquote journalist or interviewer and being a business owner, because the slippery slope if you're the owner of a business, if Adam allows of a person that's coming to cover you guys' show, if he allows them to say, hey Adam, you can't be there, then that opens the door of a slippery slope to say who everyone can say, hey Dejon, you can't be here on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm gonna be here. Or vice versa. It's a slippery slope. Think about it like that, and less of like these already thought of arguments that you guys had of like they're not hip hop journalists. It's not really the point. It's the point of a guest overstepping their boundaries, like coming into your kitchen and telling you how to cook the dish that you prepared for them. It's like, no, I'm gonna have you on the stream where it benefits you. You don't control who's sitting next to me. Pretty simple. Like, comment, and subscribe. Till the next one. I'm out. Peace.